This is the Shoot at the Hip podcast. And on this edition, we're going to be continuing the countdown of my top greatest matches of all time. We started at number 7, Bret versus Owen Hart, brother versus brother at SummerSlam. Number 6, Kevin Sullivan versus Chris Benoit, Great American Bash, 1996, Falls Count Anywhere match. Now we move forward to the number 5 greatest match of all time, and that is Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. Now, this match was absolutely awesome, man. If you are a true wrestling fan, you would have an appreciation for this match. It happened at the 2014 Royal Rumble. It was the Royal Rumble that a lot of people know of not because of this match, but because of what happened during the main event. This was the Royal Rumble where Daniel Bryan was not involved in the main event. He had no part of it. Everybody knows the whole story about Rey Mysterio coming out at number 30 and getting booed, and Batista winning the Royal Rumble, and people canceled their subscription to the WWE Network, all because of Daniel Bryan not being a part of the Royal Rumble. But I just want to backtrack to the beginning of that night when Daniel Bryan went up against Bray Wyatt in a match that was just absolutely epic, man. We know about the whole feud with Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt, how Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt, were going back and forth. Daniel Bryan joining the Wyatt family for a while. We know he came out there with that blue jumpsuit on, and it all just culminated in a steel cage match in which Daniel Bryan on the top of the cage, just putting his hands in the air, saying yes, 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 just symbolizing the fact that Daniel Bryan is by far the most over superstar in WWE at that time. Well, those two tore the house down. I mean, they had chants like, "This is awesome." I mean, this was one of the first times I heard somebody say "fight forever." I mean, these guys really laid it all on the line. This was when Bray Wyatt, not the Bray Wyatt that we see today in 2017, but a Bray Wyatt that was just white hot, just a guy who basically was just killing his gimmick. I mean, you had Daniel Bryan, who was so over, and those guys went out there and just absolutely tore the house down. And in my opinion, I think it just solidified the fact that Daniel Bryan was a main event player in WWE. The WWE could not deny the fans of Daniel Bryan any longer, especially after a match of this magnitude. I mean, it was just absolutely spectacular. And that was my number 5 greatest match of all time. This has been the Shoot at the Hip podcast. I ask that you all comment down below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Also, follow me on Twitter at TJJones8. And thank you all for continuing to support the Shoot at the Hip podcast. Thank you all very much. Coming up next time, I'm going to give you the number 4 greatest match of all time. This is the Shoot at the Hip podcast, and I'll see you down the road.